Hello, dear students. I am Dr. Govind Sarswat, Assistant Professor in English from Government College, Degana. Dear students, today I am going to introduce you with the poet P.B. Shelley and his famous Ode to the West Wind. P.B. Shelley was an influential English Romantic poet, a key figure in the development of English Romantic poetry. He was famous for his lyrical poetry and his revolutionary zeal. Percy Bysshe Shelley was born on 4th August 1792. He was sent to school at Eton, where his interests ranged from science to Gothic romances. At school, he was persecuted by his fellow students who nicknamed him as Mad Shelley. Early in his life, he developed a hatred for his father, who came to typify the forces of unreason from which he felt it is his duty to redeem mankind. Shelley joined University College, Oxford in 1810. His reading of William Godwin's Political Justice was a genuine turning point in his life. He and his friend Thomas Hogg were expelled from Oxford University in 1811 for writing a pamphlet, The Necessity of Atheism. Soon afterwards, he married Harriet Westbrook, his sister's 16-year-old friend, to save her from being persecuted at school. Under the influence of William Godwin, he wrote Queen Mab in 1813, which predicts the withering away of religion and morality and the return of man to natural goodness. In the next year, he eloped with Mary, daughter of the philosopher William Godwin. Abandoned by Shelley, Harriet committed suicide, and afterwards Shelley married Mary Godwin. Shelley's atheism, his iconoclastic views on social and political institutions, and the tragic death of Harriet made the British public regard him as an immoral and cruel person. Following all these, Shelley left England in 1818 along with his wife Mary, intended never to return. He was strongly influenced by the poetry of William Wordsworth, and he was also close to the two great romantic poets, John Keats and Lord Byron. Shelley was a great supporter of Keats, even when his Endymion had been heavily criticized by the press. After the death of Keats, Shelley wrote an elegy, Adonis, in his memory, and in 1822, Shelley started a journal called The Liberal with Lord Byron and Leigh Hunt. On 8th July 1822, while sailing in the Gulf of Spezzia, Shelley and his friend Edward Williams, they were drowned when their boat, the Don Juan, overturned in squally weather. Some of his major works are Queen Mab, Alastor, The Revolt of Islam, Ozymandias, The Cenci, or To the West Wind, To a Skylark, The Cloud, Adonis, A Defense of Poetry, and his unfinished poem, The Triumph of Life. So, this is all about the poet P.B. Shelley. Ode to the West Wind was conceived and chiefly written in a wood that skirts the Arno near Florence, and on a day when the tempestuous wind, whose temperature is at once mild and animating, that was collecting the vapors which pour down the autumnal rains. Shelley records that they begin as I foresaw at sunset with a violent tempest of hail and rain, attended by that magnificent thunder and lightning peculiar to the Cisalpine regions. Or to the west wind is written in five stanzas. It is started on 25th October 1819, and here the poet directly addresses the wild west wind, which is both a destroyer and preserver. The readers get surprised as to why Shelley is praising and talking about the power of west wind. He talks about the power of west wind on the earth and then in the sky and then on and under the ocean. He proves the might of west wind in the first three stanzas. In the fourth one, he makes a comparison between the young as well as old Shelley with the west wind in order to suggest that at present he is powerless, powerless due to the effect of age. He is chained and bored, but once he was as powerful as west wind is at present. If he had been young and powerful, he would never have prayed for help of the west wind in this manner. But he wants to share his message among mankind. That's why he is making a request to scatter the spark of his thoughts so that somewhere the sparks, his spark may catch fire. His message is to be hopeful. The ode ends on an optimistic note when he says that if winter comes, can spring be far behind? He suggests to have patience and to wait for change. This hope will give a meaning to your life. So, this in this first lecture, I have introduced you with the poet, and we have discussed a general summary of this ode to the west wind. In the forthcoming lectures, we will discuss the ode uh, stanza wise, and we'll try to figure out the message of P.B. Shelley and try to imbibe what he is trying to convey through this ode to the west wind. Thank you for listening me carefully.